Hi, this is Chris from Makopowered, and this is actually something different for me. I I've never done an unboxing before, but recently on Twitter I had posted that I'd gotten an Atari 2600, but not a lot of games. And Brian B was super generous and offered to send me what he called staples of the Atari library, which is amazing, and I absolutely appreciate it. I've actually had this box for a little bit, but this is the first chance I've had to get to it and find out what's in it. I don't know what he sent me yet. I wanted to find out at the same time as everyone else, and I figured what better way to do that than an unboxing. So, let's just have a look here. I'm gonna open it up. Oh wow, this is a lot of material. Okay. What do we have here? We're gonna put that to the side. Oh wow, this is really generous. There are a lot of games here. Let's see what we've got. Okay. This one's fairly clear, but let's remove it from the bubble wrap anyway. So what we've got is a copy of Warlords, which I actually really like. It's essentially Pong, 4-player Breakout, not so much Pong, other than that Breakout is a variation on Pong, but it's 4-player Breakout, but you can also fire cannons and stuff. And it's a good thing that I have paddle controllers, because I'm looking forward to playing this. So that's great. Just gonna put that there, and I'll try and keep this box open. There. Okay, let's see. This one has tape over it, but I think I can tell what it is, and I'm both excited for it and terrified. Yep, I can see it already. It is one of the reasons the industry crashed. Pac-Man. I know it's a notoriously bad game, but I still enjoy the attempt, and I realize what went wrong with this, because if you're unfamiliar, the reason why this version of Pac-Man is so bad, but the version of Miss Pac-Man for the Atari is so good, is because this was not the version of the ROM that was supposed to be released. This is actually a prototype that was sent as a status update, and it got mixed up with a version of the game that was further along in development, and that prototype is what got minted to the cartridges. So yeah, it's an interesting story, and it's interesting seeing how they approach the game. So I enjoy it for that. It is interesting, even if there are problems. Okay, let's see the game that's standing up over here, because this one doesn't have tape on one side. Oh, ooh. I have actually never played this. If I recall correctly, it is either a Taito or Konami arcade game. And I know that the Atari port of it is pretty decent, so I am looking forward to giving this a shot. I have no experience with this whatsoever. Okay, this is another one where I can absolutely tell what it is, and I am very glad for it. Like, it's obvious that it's Pitfall. But let's get it out of the bubble wrap anyway. Nah. Ooh, that one was stuck in there. But yeah, it is Pitfall, and I don't actually have a copy of it yet, so I'm very happy for this as well. Pitfall is absolutely one of the staples of the Atari library, even though it's not from Atari and is from Activision back when that meant something. So I've played Pitfall. I love Pitfall. I just didn't have a copy yet, so this is fantastic. Okay, what's this one? It looks like another Activision cart, but I'm having a bit more trouble telling what it is. Oh, okay, I can see the title now. As I knock over the stack of carts, I'm just going to pick that up before... Right, there. And it is Kaboom! So, I feel like this is reverse Breakout, where instead of trying to shoot the ball back up, you're catching everything being shot at you from the, if I recall the manual correctly, the quote-unquote Mad Bomber. But I get this is another game that uses the paddle controllers, and oh yeah, you can see right there the Mad Bomber. So that's great. But I know that this game is fun, and I am looking forward to playing it. Okay, we've got 3 more, and one of them looks very unique in that it is a white cart. If this is what I think it is, I am going to be very happy. Oh, and it absolutely is. Okay, so when I got my Atari, I was actually hoping for a copy of Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. for a very specific reason. When I was in grade school, a friend of mine had a ColecoVision, but he did not have the ColecoVision version of Donkey Kong. Instead, he had the expansion module for his ColecoVision that allowed him to play Atari games on it. And so, instead of the ColecoVision version of Donkey Kong or Donkey Kong Jr., he had the Atari versions of them. But the thing is, we still had tons of fun, like on Sunday afternoons, just trying to beat each other's high scores, playing the Atari versions of these games on the Coleco controllers. It is a weird experience actually using something like that. It's something that would never exist today. And so I'm very happy that I have a copy of Donkey Kong for the Atari, even though I know the ColecoVision version is closer to the arcade. This is the version that I have memories of. Okay. Ooh, yes. This is another game that I do not have yet, but absolutely should have in my Atari collection. Because Yar's Revenge is one of the best titles on the Atari, bar none. And I'm very glad that I have a copy, because now I can play it and I can show it to people who don't. I know enough people who have never had experience with an Atari that I can show them this and let them see what this is like. So I'm very happy for this. And finally... Okay. Yeah. A copy of Haunted House. So, the reason why I'm laughing with this is because Haunted House is... like, it's goofy. It's like kids' Halloween decoration Haunted House. But at the same time, it's designed to be a horror game. Like, ooh, you play as a couple of eyes in the dark, but the thing is, you're moving through a darkened house. You have a set number of matches that you can light to see your way. It plays almost like a survival horror game. And so this is good for me to have, not just as a piece of gaming history and as a classic for the Atari, but also because of my research with horror games and the history of horror games. And so this is fantastic. So yeah, we've got Haunted House, Yar's Revenge, Donkey Kong, Kaboom, Pitfall, Kangaroo, Pac-Man, and then Warlords. This is an absolutely amazing collection. This is a fantastic box, and this was so generous. Thank you so much, Brian. This is... I don't have words for this. This has made me so happy, and I cannot wait to play all of these. This is amazing. Thank you. And for all of you watching, go follow Brian on Twitter at OGBrianB, because he is a great guy. He loves video games as much as we do, and yeah, I can't say enough good stuff. So go follow him, and thank you again, Brian. This is fantastic. So this is Chris from Makopowered, and this has been my first ever unboxing video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.